What's up, people? Pretty boy Bernie checking in right quick. Thanks for stopping by the man cave. Let's get into some hot takes. Ice Spice. Woo. I hear like Satan. Alright, so the internet is in some uproar as usual. The uproar reason this time is Ice Spice supposedly promoting devil worship or Satanism or whatever during the Super Bowl. She profited the opportunity while the camera is on her to show off her chain, which has like an upside down cross on it, and to give these shits over here this I don't know, the devil horn sign or whatever. Oh, and of course, because she's wearing Balenciaga, which is loosely related to Satan worship somehow, people are saying she's promoting devil worship and all that because of these things. What do I think about that? I think y'all bugging. Ice Spice, whatever her real name is, from the Bronx, I do not see her trying to be promoting any devil worship or anything like that. I don't even really think she's doing it herself. Now follow me. I'm gonna try to break this down, right? I'm gonna try to break down my train of thought. Why I don't see her as being guilty of this shit that they're saying that she's doing, right? Before we can talk about devil worship and all of that, we gotta talk about religion, because really that's the only people who that's affecting. Religious people who subscribe to religion, because the devil is a religious concept. I guarantee you ain't no atheist gives a shit about this, right? Now, I don't want no beef with no religious people, and I'm not trying to knock anyone's religious beliefs, but let's have an objective review of what religion really is, right? Now, a lot of people say that human beings have this innate desire to worship or idolize something, right? I want to offer some pushback and say I don't think it's necessarily that. That in itself is a byproduct of something else that's very innate in us human beings, and that is the will to survive. Survival is our biggest imperative, our main objective in life, not just for human beings, but for every living thing. I think we can all agree on that everything wants to survive. And with us human beings, apart from just survival, just being alive, of course, happiness and fulfillment is parts and parcel of that as well. So now that we've established that, let's talk about the idea of God. As human beings, we subscribe to the concept of creation. Everything has a beginning. It came from somewhere. We create a whole lot of shit, so we believe that everything around us was created somehow, and we didn't create this shit, so somebody did, and whoever did this is way more powerful than us to have created this. Matter of fact, they created us too. Since whatever this thing is created us and everything around us, then it stands to reason that they control all the things that we cannot control ourselves. Things like death, natural disasters, anything life-threatening. So the things that are out of our hands to control, this being can control those things. So if we gain favor with that being, then chances are it may control those things for us in favor of our survival and happiness, etc. That, ladies and gentlemen, is the basis of all religion. So how do we reach this being? Of course, we have all these different rituals and practices or whatever that we feel gets us in tune with this being in exchange for things that will favor our survival. And back in the day, they used to do all kinds of weird rituals or whatever. Nowadays, I would say, let's say the most basic ritual is just praying and participating in certain practices, like getting baptized and doing your first communion and things of that nature. But here's the thing that we tend to gloss over. In this world, it doesn't matter what your beliefs are, good and bad things happen to everybody. So are there devout Christians per se who have amazing lives? Of course there are. But there are also devout Christians who horrible things happen to them. Same goes for atheists. Horrible things happen to atheists. But at the same time, there are atheists who have amazing lives, who achieve things some of us could never dream of. So what I'm getting at here is, it doesn't matter what you do, whatever your religious beliefs are, they really have no bearing on what happens in life. It is what you do in the name of those beliefs that get you there. For instance, you could pray all you want to get fit and healthy, but ain't shit gonna happen unless you actually do the things that it takes to be fit. Go exercise, eat better. Now at this point you're probably wondering, how the hell does this relate to Ice Spice? I'm getting there. Just walk with me for a second. This is all in the lens of God, right? Let's flip that over to the devil. All these little rituals and symbols or whatever, basically they have the same bearing on the other side of all these religious practices that are supposed to bring good fortune to you. On this end, it's pretty much the same on this end. They mean nothing really by themselves. That is not to take away from the fact that people actually may believe that doing these things will bring them the good fortune and the whatever. But I'm pretty sure if I draw a pentagram on my floor and light some candles and chant some shit, nothing is gonna change in my life. Weird shit isn't just gonna start happening to me out of the blue. Like, it just doesn't work that way. These are just things that we fantasize, and it's very interesting how powerful our minds are that lead us down these interesting belief patterns. Ice Spice's showing of this upside down cross and making this gesture here has no bearing on anything. In fact, her, like a lot of, let's call them celebrities or people in the limelight, this is like a trend to them. This is attention. Remember, in the media, especially in the music industry, image means everything. Attention is one of the greatest currencies and assets in the celebrity world. So when a lot of these celebrities are going into demonic imagery territory, I don't even think it's they themselves believe in any of that crap, but it pushes the envelope. It causes controversy. It causes up a stir, and now people are talking about them. A lot of people also kind of buy into this whole devil worshiping thing, and it's not even something new. For years they've been talking about the Illuminati and all these different satanic organizations that people quote unquote sell their soul to so they can obtain fame and fortune or whatnot. In this day and age, it's hard, but it's not hard, if you get what I'm saying. When you look at a lot of the people that have obtained success, a lot of it is for nonsense. You know why? Let's talk about why. Why is Ice Spice even as big as she is? Because a lot of people take her meteoric rise to fame and how fast that it happened, and they use that to tie into what she must have sold her soul for all of that to happen. Really? Did she? Let's really look at the state of society. Let's look at the climate that we're actually in. Unfortunately, the majority of the population, the majority of the people who consume entertainment, I hate to say it, a lot of them are simple-minded. For instance, for kids who are deemed to be more simple-minded than adults, that's why you got Dr. Seuss rhymes. That's why you got these little easily digestible, catchy things to stimulate the minds of children. The weird thing is, as the generations progress, it's like they're regressing almost, because maybe 100 years ago it was cool to be a scholar. It was cool to be smart and just really good at something. Nowadays, not so much. Everyone just wants to be popular and be on some sort of everyone wants the easy way out. Human beings are creatures of comfort, and over time that work ethic, I feel, gets watered down. So we have more simple-minded people, and they gravitate to simple shit. Now, that doesn't mean just because you may consume some of this entertainment I'm talking about, that doesn't necessarily mean you're simple-minded. But there's only so much of it that you can consume if you're not a simple-minded person. You might get a quick laugh out of something, but then there's so many other intellectual things that maybe you indulge in. But the majority of people, listen, In a world where the majority focuses on being intellectual, Ice Spice doesn't become famous. However, when you flip that around, that's why people with very little talent who just do something that's very simple and entertaining on a low level, they get the majority behind them. No disrespect to Ice Spice, but if you listen to her music, the bars are simple. They're so simple. For you to make it, there's a few things that need to line up. So she already got that check. She got the whole simple. She has pretty privilege. Beauty goes a long way in the media industry. You should all know the term sex sells. Sex has been selling for a while. She has sex appeal and she does not shy away from it. She's a very almost hypersexualized. So she has the simple bars, the simple entertaining bars. She has the sex appeal, and as silly as it looks, that little, I don't know if that's a wig or if her hair is really like that, but that little curly do, that's actually good branding. That's actually really good brand identity. I don't think it's rocket science why she's gotten to the fame that she is, because remember, as soon as someone starts blowing up in this day and age, because now we're getting into age where things go viral very fast, and the music industry and anyone in the media industry, they want to make them, they want to strike when the iron's hot. Glorilla got her deal real fast. When we first heard that FNF song that she put out, she got a record deal very quickly after that. Go back a few years, you know, people would have to be grinding and proving themselves for a while before they get a record deal. Now you just pop off, you go viral, and then you got record labels and A&Rs or whatever coming after you to try to capitalize on whatever buzz you have right now and make money as fast as they can. And that's what they're doing with Ice Spice. That's what they did with Meg Thee Stallion. That's what they're doing with Sexy Red. Anyway, I don't want to ramble too much, but I say all of that to say this is the reason why I think she's where she's at. I don't think it has anything to do with devil worshiping. I don't think she's even promoting devil worshiping or anything. I don't even know if she believes in any of that stuff at this point in time. Whatever happens in the future, who knows? Who knows what factions or what people may get to her and throw some ideas in her mind for her to do certain things. But at this point in time, I think y'all bugging for even thinking about that. And I hope I've intellectually or rationally kind of broke all of that down. And you know, one more thing, for me to promote something, right? Shouldn't people know what the hell I'm promoting anyway? I guarantee you the majority of people who see this don't give a shit. Her cross, as far as they're concerned, it's a fashion statement. And she's trying to show off that she's cool and edgy or different or whatever. That's it. And she did this. As far as we're concerned, that could be some gang sign or some shit, because she makes drill music, which is very much associated with gang culture as far as New York is concerned. Most of us don't give a shit or care whatever she just did. No one saw that. Who was fine yesterday saw that, and then the next day woke up like, you know what? I feel like, I don't know, I just have this urge to worship the devil. Anyway, that's my take on that. If you agree or disagree, hop in the comments and get at me. Better yet, get at each other. Anyway, thank you for watching the video. Look out for the next one. Peace.